Hey Courtney, I just wanted to show you around, give you kind of a virtual tour rather than writing you a dissertation length email. I thought I'd just show you around and kind of explain what we want to do to make your new place beautiful, because you are right in the middle of town. This place is awesome. The greenhouse for me has a lot of history, and it's going to be a really fun project, but mostly turning this place into an amazing rental or a cafe or whatever you want to do with it. It's just a prime location in the fastest growing town in the fastest growing area of the fastest growing country in Central America. So I think you did a really good job. So let's get started with the tour. All right, come on and let's show you what we got. We obviously want to refinish this wood. If you want to save the wood, it's still really good. We can hold on to the glass too. We can always redo the glass. But this is laurel, which is impervious to the insects. It's kind of the same wood that you have for your ceilings, and it's nice. It's half finished. We'd obviously want to redo it. We definitely want to redo the bars. This is just rebar, and I could almost just rip that thing out if I really wanted to, or with a cordless grinder it'd be super easy. Come on inside, show you. Obviously, I won't even go into everything that we need to do because we'll discuss it, but clearly new ceilings with different material rather than this nasty fiberboard stuff is just gross. It's just super, super nasty. And obviously redo this kitchen. I know that you had talked to the boys about some design options and what you wanted, maybe an island in the middle and some really nice hardwood cabinetry. We can do all of that. We can also do the concrete slab for your dishwashing station, all that. We can do kind of a custom industrial. I know that this might be, I know you might want to do a cafe or something, restaurant or something out of here. So we'll definitely do industrial, but with a lot of home touches. Warming it up with a lot of wood influences and that kind of stuff is kind of the way I would go. I really like your idea here with the window about having it open. Obviously we get rid of those rusted out bars. I would do a smaller section of it, or if you wanted to do the whole thing, I would accordion open it with hardwood, just because that size window opening completely up this way other than your protected bars can kind of be a nightmare. We'll get more into that later, but I just wanted to, again, just show you what we're working with to kind of do a pre-movie of this whole area. This room, we can regrout. I like the tiles, the original tiles that are in here are the nice soft classic Nicaraguan tiles. I think it's a good touch. Obviously we'll redo the walls and the ceilings again. Same thing in here, just, ceilings, rewiring, so you don't have an exposed box right there. Your electrical outlets are kind of in weird spots. We can redo some of that stuff. We can also add a cool industrial look. So we can do one feature brick wall, like you would see kind of in a studio somewhere. There's a lot of cool things that you can play around with to make this place really kind of look homey and be that amazing rental that you really want for people. So into the bathroom here. The bathroom, I'd say I know that these are new tiles, but the work's not that good, and it's a little off, and frankly it's ugly. So if I were you, I would take out all this, especially this bottom stuff, and we can work with natural materials on inside your shower to give it kind of a grotto look. I know you saw some stuff at Brian's. The stuff that was at Brian's is a little over the top. I think it was a little cheese ball ride at Disneyland style with the big rocks, but there's a softer touch to doing natural stuff that we can do that won't look like that. But again, maybe a medicine cabinet, big mirror, obviously. The white tiles are decent, but of course it all depends on how far we want to go. There's things that are certainly we need to do, and then there's things that definitely needs a new ceiling. All of these need that new ceiling. That Fibram stuff is just gross. I was thinking out here on the deck, this patio is either obviously going to be where you're going to have some nice outdoor furniture, hammocks, or even tables for your cafe, restaurant. And so there's a lot of things that we can do. First and foremost, clean up the grout lines, clean this area up. You can see over here kind of where the tiles are separating from the wall. Areas like that, those are all quick fixes. I don't know how in-depth you want to do on the walls. I know maybe you had talked to the guys about doing a new raspeo, which is a new stucco layer on the outside of the walls to give it a smooth finish. We can certainly do that. I like the texture personally. With a good paint job, this exterior is something that we can leave alone. The inside, I think does need to have that fine skin finish on it. Let's take you around here to show you where you probably are going to want to do your patio. I like pavers. We can do pavers, we can do piedra canteras, we can do all kinds of cool different designs to give you a sweet patio out here. You can see we're definitely going to need to redo a lot of your electrical wiring. This was initially wired up as a 220 connection for the table saw that was sitting here. So playing around with all of that, we plan on completely redoing your roof, and that'll be a first cost. I should have a bid for that by this week. So your soffits out here, are going to need to be redone as well. It's kind of, we're going to redo your soffits. What the idea we had was, if we were going to finish your ceiling with finished reeds, make it look really kind of prim, nice, you just would continue those out. So your soffits, which is just what's underneath your overhang on your roof, would continue that out, and it would have a baseboard along the entire frame to seal it out. What we refer to as a fascia around the entire thing. So obviously, getting rid of that. You can work with doing a really neat. We've got a couple of really cool designs to do some outdoor shower stuff.
Solely for temporary purposes, it's going to obstruct the view of anything that actually puts up.
All right. We were thinking, Courtney, wondering where we want to put your ramada. Thinking if in the back, having your back road that runs along the ocean front would be a good access point for your house. And if you wanted to do your observation deck and kind of a good place to have a glass of wine or a beer for sunset, it would be cool to put it in your northwest corner. That's something we can talk about, or put it back here and save, in your northeast corner, and save this whole area up front for a big porch off of your main house eventually, if you wanted to build, giving yourself, your southeast area as an entrance into your lot itself. It's a beautiful lot, and like we said, we just kind of want to get it up so that it's grandfathered in, which we had some ideas about the different types of woods, rather than just throwing a structure up. Maybe something that we could use eventually as deck material, buying quality stuff now, or building your ramada as a permanent structure. That's going to putting the ramada, having your ramada stay as a permanent structure, accompanying your house, versus just building something to tear it down at first. So position's key and important. I like it right on the ocean in the northwest corner. Again, something that we need to think about.